Hello learners, in this tutorial I am going to explain you how to implement dim date table in the Fabric environment. You know, dim date table is the most common table in the data warehouse and data lakehouse. So to create that one I am using PySpark notebook. First of all, we will see how to create the workspace, and under this workspace how to create the lakehouse. Then through the PySpark notebook I will create that dim date table and upload data through the PySpark itself. In order to create the l- workspace, I will go to data engineering, Synapse data engineering, and click on the workspaces. Then click on the new workspace button to create the workspace. So my workspace will be dim date workspace. The name is available. I will click on the apply button to create my workspace. Okay, it takes a few seconds to create this lake house. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the lake house under this workspace. My lake house name will be LH, and I will click on the create button to create this lake house. Yeah. Now you can see my Lakehouse created. It has two folders, tables and the files. If you want to create the tables, you can create under table section. And if you want to create if you want to link the or upload your files, you can use that file sections. In these examples, I am using table section. So to create my dim date, I will open a new notebook. In order to open new notebook, you can click on this open this drop down. So you can see there's an option called new notebook. Then I will rename my notebook one as dim date and click on the enter. This is the welcome note. You can delete this one. Then I will show you how to create that dim date table using Spark SQL. Basically, for this example, I have written that syntax in a separate notebook. So let me copy that create statement for this dim date table. To execute this one, first I click on this add cell button and paste this table creation script. So you can see I have used the SQL Spark SQL command because this is the PySpark notebook. But you know, with the double percentage sign with SQL, we can execute that Spark SQL queries. So you can see my table name is dim date and date test key. It is surrogate key int not null, and date year years short, quarter name, quarter number, quarter year, quarters, and likewise we can define the columns which we need for the dim date. So simply I will click on this run cell. Then it takes times to connect to the session. Now you can see connecting to the session. Yeah, session started in 40 seconds. Now our cell is executing. Yeah, table has created. Now, if you click on this lake house, then under tables, there should be a dim date table. You can see this is the table which I created recently. Then what I'm going to do is I need to import some required libraries to generate that data in the PySpark notebook. To import that one, I use this command. So basically we need do PySpark and datetime, and there are a couple of libraries we have to import. Then I copy and paste from my notebook into this Fabric notebook. Then you can see it has executed successfully. Then what I'm going to do is normally when we are defining the dim date, we have to define the boundaries. For example, we have to define the start date and the end date. So for this example, I'm using let's say My start date will be 2010 January 1st, and end date will be 2050 December 31st. So I copy this line here and paste. You can see my start date is 2010 January 1st and end date is 2050 December 31st. So I assign in those values into these two variables. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate that dim date schema, and through the date column, I'm generating all the columns for our dim date table. So let me copy that command in a new cell, then I will paste that one, then I will explain from the beginning. So you can see I have taken the start date and the end date from the above cell. Then you can see I have defined the schema. So in that struct type, I have defined the data types for each struct fields, and by default, I have defined as the false for each column. Then you can see if there is any holidays for a particular year, then you can change that one. So let's say if you know the holidays for particular range, you can define those holidays in these sections. Then at the end, we can update our dim date table. So in the next sections, you can see we are extracting date parts from the populate dim date table. So you can see we are taking the conversions, date formats for dim date SK and year, likewise year short, everything we have formatted from the dim date. So likewise, you can see the uh, extracted data from the date column. Then at the end you can see I have reorder in the column because I have we have without having that reorder operations we can store in the data. But yeah, you can see at the end I will apply that schema to the data frame. So let me execute this command, and yeah, it takes few seconds. Yeah, within 3 seconds it has executed. Then what we can do is we populated all the data into the dim date data frame. Now I'm going to write this data into our newly created dim date table. So you can see dim date def is there, the right, and we are writing as the delta format, and we are overwriting, and the table name is dim date. So let me execute this command. I think there are more than nearly 15,000 records available in this table. So now data has written into the dim date delta table. Now I will query this table and see the data is available or not. So in order to view the data, you can use this command. So you can see I have used the Spark SQL. The select I'm all the I'm select all the columns from Lakehouse. My Lakehouse name is LH. That's why I put as LH. Then the table name is dim date, and I am limiting to 1,000 records. And in the second line, I am displaying that data frame. So let me click on this. Yeah, you can see the first 1,000 records in this table. Yeah, if you want to get the count, simply you have to replace this one with the count. Then you can see, yeah, nearly 4,975 records available in this dim date. So in addition to that, if you want to see the data through the Lakehouse, uh, you can go to this Lakehouse environment. So let me duplicate this page, browser tab. Then if you go to the yeah, now you can see I have a link with the Lakehouse environment. Then you can see under LH Lakehouse, you have the dim date table. So it's loading the data. So you can see all the data uh, in the dim date table. So that is the today tutorial. I hope you have clear understanding about how to create that dim date table in the Fabric environment and how to populate data using the PySpark notebook. Thank you for watching this tutorial.